Hello Ratbags, it's Jade Plays Games. Welcome back to another Aberration tutorial. Today we're taking a look at the zip line, the pliers, and of course the climbing hooks. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to utilise them all, what you can do, how to craft them, what levels you need to get them. In the engram list, what you want to do is take a look over here, and then you can see all the brand new items for Aberration. So we're going to be taking a look at the zip lines first. They're going to be level 31 before you can unlock them. You're also going to need the crossbow, and you'll need the following materials: 100 fibre, 8 fungal wood, 15 metal ingots and 2 stone arrows. They can only be crafted at the smithy, and it's going to cost you 8 engram points. You attach it to your crossbow. You can see that I've got a Mastercraft crossbow and I've got the actual zipline anchor equipped to it. So how far can you actually fire these zip lines? What is the kind of distance you can go? Well, let's take a look and see. You can see it still says I've got 1 of 3, and that's because now I have to find an actual anchor point for it. So let's see if we can fire one up there. Now when they're too far apart, you can see it still says 1 of 3. That means it hasn't actually taken part. The anchor still isn't anchored to it. It can be a bit tricky trying to find spots for it, but just keep persevering. And there you go. If you hold the LT button, you can actually do it. So I've got it equipped now. Now I've just got to fire it off to somewhere where I can get the next anchor point. Now what you can dimly see is this little green line. Now you don't have to have the anchor points aiming down. You can actually in fact have them going up. So let's put this as high as we can up there. Then press RT again, and it will simply click onto it, and there you go, we've got our anchor line. So let's go up and take a look at it. Now I am using my climbing hooks. Climbing hooks are level 34, so within a few levels of the zipline anchor. You're going to need 10 fibre, 2 fungal wood, 4 green gems and 8 metal ingots. It's also going to cost you 16 engram points, and of course you need the metal pick unlocked. Now it's a bit methodical. I think I would have liked to have been to a little bit quicker, but you can play around with it a bit and you start getting a feel for what more you can do. It doesn't really matter how big you make the little green circle, you don't really jump that much higher. So don't worry about aiming it too much up high or trying to get a bit further. Just simply put it in whatever direction you want to go and you'll soon get there. You can go sideways of course, and when you see this blue line it means you're going to actually jump up and you're going to be okay to land on whatever platform you're looking at. And there we go, we've landed. Now you can go almost vertical, so if there is a rock face that's a little bit inclined, don't worry, it will go up it. So even if the rock is right above you, you can still get on top. And you can even attack while on the cliff face. Now if we put them away and we go and take a look at our anchor point, you can see it's just about there. Now with these anchor points, your actual cave wolves, or otherwise known as the ravagers, they can actually climb across them too. Now the zipline motor actually goes onto your trousers. It literally hooks on like a belt. If we take a look around the back of it, you can see there just clipping on, adding a little bit extra to my booty, because we all love a little bit of extra booty. Now the thing is, the zipline motor is actually level 54, so that's quite a few levels higher than the actual zipline anchor. So how do you actually use it then? So if you want to ride your actual zipline, you need to come close to it. You can't just jump on top of it. You need to have the prompt to tell you to press the Y or the triangle button, and then you can simply get on it just like that. Now you can ride ziplines also without that actual second part, the engine. Just press the Y button and you automatically go down. But without the engine part, you won't be able to get back up. That's why you need to craft that engine, that motor part, so you can actually utilise it to get back and forth across the chasms. Now the motor attachment needs 40 blue gems, that's quite a lot, 15 electronics and 60 metal ingots. You also need to be level 54 to utilise it, and you've got to make it in a fabricator, so it becomes extremely expensive just to get across some chasms. So I'm going to put my trousers back on, and I'm going to show you how it works now. You've got the actual motor on with gas in it. So you can see it's not moving anywhere at the moment because I still don't have any gas. Now when we talk about gas, we're not talking about the brand new gas, we're talking about gasoline. Once you've got your gasoline, you just simply equip it to your actual motor, or even before you've put them on. And there you go, I've got some gasoline on my pants now. And you can go ahead and put it on whatever motors so that other people can just grab it and go. Now the zip line is a little bit dodgy. You can only really grasp onto it at the end points. You can't really just jump onto it from a middle somewhere. It has to be at the very end. So its uses are going to be a little bit more limited. Once you're on your actual zip line and you've got gas in it, all you have to do is press the up button to go up. And then obviously just press the down button to go down. It will just stay there in the middle holding you until the gas actually runs out. And as you can see, you can just carry on doing that as much as you possibly want. It's a very good idea to try and get these climbing hooks at the same time. Again, otherwise you may have your uses limited about exactly where you're going to use these actual climbing. Let's go and try it one more time just to show you and see if we can get a better angle. Now it can be really fiddly firing these things off to get them to work properly. The best bet is to always aim a little bit higher, and then next up choose a good spot where obviously you can land in case you don't have any picks. So it's not perfect, but I'm going to land it there anyway. Press the RT button and there you go, it's going to fire it off. You really don't get that much wriggle room, so you've got to be careful. Now let's use my picks again to get up there. I'm going to show you one more time why it doesn't work with your actual thing on your leg, on your trousers. You'll just go one direction, you can't change the direction of what you're doing. But as long as you've got the actual trousers with the bit on it, you should be fine. And there you go, because I've equipped it again, I can now just go back and forth, back and forth. Now, I accidentally just dropped off, so I had to come back up, and by the time I have done, it's nearly daytime now. You can go on orbit cam as well, so if you want to take a really big, deep look at what you're doing, that is an option. And it's pretty fun just zipping across left and right, left and right. To get off, just press the triangle or yellow button. And there you go, job done. So I told you guys you can use these natural vines to get across as well, the natural zip lines. You just need to find the very end of it. If you try jumping on one mid in the air or just off the edge of the cliff, you're not going to land on it. You need to find the very beginning of the zip line. And there you go, you can see you can use the normal one without an actual motor, or if you've got the motor equipped, you can go back and forth. It just depends on what angle it is, what side is higher or lower. So there you go, back and forth on the natural ones. Now remember, the cave wolves can also chase you across your zip lines and the natural ones. Now I'm showing you one thing as well, you can't use grappling hooks. If you'll notice that whenever you try and place anything on anything that isn't kind of like the flat ground, you can't really do it. That's because they really want you to utilise these cliff platforms as your bases. So no matter what you do, it won't actually stick. So do not use any grappling hooks, don't even bother wasting your engram points on them. Right, it's time to show you the actual glider suit now. The glider suit is level 62. You're going to need 25 blue gems, 100 fibre, 60 hide and 60 metal ingots. You are needing a smithy to actually make it, and once you've made it you've got to put it onto your shirt. And there you go, you can see now I've got my shirt going. So once you've got them equipped, if you double tap the A button or the X button, you will quickly fly into the air. But you won't go very far. You really do need some sort of cliff to jump off of to get the most out of it. You need to dive down and get yourself a bit of uplift. You can go very fast on them too. This seems like a good spot or a bad idea. Let's go. Now you move using the right stick, left and right. And you can't really go up, but of course you can dive down. Now you dive down by clicking the left stick in to go a bit quicker. And you'll see that you have actually got a little bit more freedom to go around quickly. And you can gain yourself a little bit more air time. But be careful because it will swing you down at some point. Like I said, it does take a while to get used to, and it really is good when you've got big spaces like this. If you're just using it to get across a tiny little area, you'll find that you'll end up just keep crashing into the ground. If you want to slow down again, then just left stick in, click it. Obviously it's really useful if you're trying to get anything like some rock drake eggs. And I love the fact that you can just glide around. And then just pull up and you'll notice you get a big lift. But it's not a flying. If you go too far, it does that. So there you go, that's how you get around in Aberration, using the brand new climbing picks, the brand new glider, and of course the zip lines. I've got even more guides and tutorials coming your way, so make sure you've got notifications turned on and you're checking out all my Ark Aberration news videos. I'm Jade Plays Games, I'll see you later.